Welcome to the 420 Tarot Lounge. Finding yourself here indicates that our energies have found a synchronicity. So why don't you pull up a chair, roll a joint, smoke a bowl, whatever floats your boat there. Super toke that like button and give it a smash. Let's get lit. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already cleared the space and called in spirit. I've done my meditation and all that kind of good stuff. So why don't you stick around and see if we cannot decipher this message that is here specifically for you. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Feels like there's something's coming in, clarity's coming in, some new truth is coming in. Okay, next one, the Sun card. Wow, it feels like it might be good news. I say that a lot, then all of a sudden all this bad stuff happens. So let's see what happens here. What else does Spirit Source God want to share? Ten of Wands. I feel like you may be taking on I won't say more than you can chew, but I will say that it is maybe burdens or responsibilities that are really not yours. Page of Swords. Oops. I kind of feel like there's almost a guilt trip, maybe. Let's see what the next card has to say. High Priestess. Let's see. And the Queen of Swords. There is a lot of I feel like there's a lot of something's getting ready to be exposed. Something's getting ready to be exposed. Ace of Cups. Maybe somebody's in love with you. Maybe you're in love with someone. And the energy on the bottom of this is the Seven of Pentacles. So that is basically reviewing your harvest and making plans to have it continue to provide. So I'm just going to put this right here, I guess. So yes, so for me, the Queen of Swords is in this deck is a pursuit of truth, pursuit of what is right, and not taking any bullshit. So I feel like this is for a group of people that are of the same mindset. I get a few of these readings a month where it's not just for like just a little few people. It's for a larger group. So I feel there's a bit of clarity that's coming out, or a truth that's coming out. It's a good thing. Sun is being shone, daylight is being shone on it. The this burden that I see here, this is the people or the energies that are aware, had suspicions or were previously aware of what this Ace of Swords represents in this particular reading. They are not, of course they're bothered by it, but they are not shocked. There is a group of energies that this is going to totally upend their life. That's going to make them question. It's going to make them question their choices, their judgment. I think even maybe their choice of employment or career. See, this is flanked with an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Cups here. So I feel like this is most definitely a good thing. There's going to be a little bit of resistance to what this is. And that is, I want to say fear of change, maybe even, not fear of change, but fear of looking like they've been a fool. But there are, if you fall into this where you're trying to understand what's going on, you're trying to find this clarity or get more in depth of this clarity, there are others that are, they're in the wings waiting for questions so that they can help answer them. And then this brings in a new this Ace of Cups here. Normally it would mean like a new emotional attachment, a new, maybe it could even maybe come out, depending on what's around it, a marriage proposal. But this is, I'm seeing this more as a protection, like a divine with the High Priestess here. There's some kind of a protection that anybody that's wanting to have their eyes opened to what this all entails. I feel like they are going to be the ones that are brought in under this Ace of Cups. I just want to have a quick look at this here. From this distance where I am, there, I feel it looks as though this deer silhouette is this part of an arm, and that the cuff of his boot is a hand holding on to it. That is weird. And then when I bring it up close, that's not what it looks like at all. It, you know, so like there's a resistance to the facts, the truth. I wonder, okay, let's get some more clarity on this here. And you, I feel like you yourself are in the you're in the know. You're maybe not totally in the know, but you're definitely not you're not going to be shocked when everything blows up. That's what I see here. Everything, it's all going to come. So then there's the King of Swords, or sorry, the Queen of Swords again. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is the one that's going to be bringing this bombshell forward. There's Page of Cups. And there's going to be this Page of Cups, I feel, represents the community that will help answer questions about what's going on. Under the Ten of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords. So that's anxiety. There's a battle in your mind. Under the Page of Swords, we have Temperance. So there's a battle in your mind on what this is and how you're trying to process it. And you know how when people say, oh, the offer is too good to be true? Well, in this instance, I feel like the truth is too bad to believe that it's true, or too outrageous that it, like outrageous. Eight of Swords under the High Priestess. So this is like, you're just like, disbelief. I feel like there's a level of before you yourself or this community comes out to assist in bringing everybody on to the same page. There's going to be a feeling that nobody cares, a feeling that there is no hope. There's going to be a feeling not from you yourself or anybody in that we're going to call it an education group. It's going to be this, all of this, these two cards, all of this is the people that aren't in the know, the energies that aren't in the know. And there's I almost see this like this is a 9, this is an 8, so that the understanding of what has happened and what is happening, the understanding is starting to sink in, and they're being able to process it. This is what I'm getting here. With the assistance from the High Priestess, which is the intuitive, empathetic. And then this is the Six of Wands under the Queen of Swords. Or sorry, yeah, Six of Wands under the Queen of Swords. So there is a victory. There is a... Not everybody is going to jump on the bandwagon. But there is definitely a victory where more people are starting to understand. They don't have their head in the sand. They haven't stuck their head in the sand on this. They've pulled it out and they're starting to see what's going on. So every time one person does that, it feels as though it's a victory. and that be like, oh, so and so help me figure that out. So under the Ace of Cups, we have strength. And this is the Ace of Pentacles is the energy here. So there's patience and strength here, and I feel like this strength card is a reminder that you've got a victory, but that doesn't mean you can't. You have to stay strong and keep moving forward. And like I said, there's these 4 cards here, they tie together. It feels like you have to have patience, you give breadcrumbs, don't bombard. If you bombard, it's going to backfire. They're going to resist it. But if you give little breadcrumbs, you'll tend to entice someone to look a little deeper. So that, then there's no resistance. Okay, so we're going to use these ones, the 1JJ. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles up as the energies for these 2 decks. And this for me is the path. Feels like it's a path to abundance, but abundance, I'm not seeing it as Page of Cups. There's a Page of Cups up here. See, in this particular one, he's having a conversation with the fish in the cup. So it's communication, right? This one, there is no fish. So I feel like, okay, the issue, if I can call it that, the issue has been exposed. And there's been some chatter, and some people have opened their eyes. And for those that haven't yet accepted what's happened, once you have come to your senses, there will be somebody there, or a group, a community of people to help you navigate what's going on next. Okay, then we have the 6 of Swords. This is gonna provide a path to take the experiences and move forward, and this is for a group of people, and I feel like it's oh, how can I explain this? Like, so you'll have 100 people, and they're all going through this, and you help them out, and maybe they join in and become a part of the education team. Maybe they don't, but they make it to the end, and now they're on board. They understand what's going on. And then you have the people that are not willing to accept what's happened. the information's out there, and as everybody else is, as those 100 people have moved on, you've got another 20 or 30 people that have gone through this process, if you will, and now they're coming for more answers. They're coming for education. They're coming for assistance of some kind. And this is going to be not a revolving door of the same people, but a revolving door of, okay, these people are good now. They're on their way. We've got new people coming in. So I feel like it's going to be new people in, healed, and then they leave, and more new people come in. They get healed, leave, and then new people come in. That's what I'm feeling here. It's something like that. I don't see a revolving door, or I see maybe more of a turnstile. The Queen of Pentacles. So there is definitely an independence here. I feel like there's maybe a little bit of stubbornness, a little bit of pushback, a little bit of, and you're going to have to let people push back. Three of Wands. You're just gonna have to let the people push back, and you're gonna have to let them decide when they are going to get on board, get on the ship, jump on the train, whatever you want to call this. Oh, okay, so we've got way too many cards here. Spirit, Source, God. Okay, we've got 2 cards here, so I'm going to do Ace of Cups and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, and then there's 2 cards. Oh no, there's way too many. Okay, a little bit. Just 1 card if possible, please. Spirit, Source, God. Okay, there's 2 here. So we have the 9 of Wands. So got to keep going. And then the Ace of Wands. And on the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So he is a methodical. He is very deliberate, intentional. He doesn't like to leave anything, I say leave anything to chance, but leave anything that could be in his control. He doesn't like to leave it for someone else, or not attend it at all. Okay. So like I said, there's an advice of keep strong. It's going to feel like it's never ending. It's going to feel like it's but this is a I feel as though you are meant to meet up with like-minded people, and as this truth bomb comes to light, you are going to help those people navigate what to do next. Yes, that's what I'm getting there. And then, like I said here, this Page of Cups, this is the conversation, this is the relaying of information, the new information, the proper information, if you will. And this is, okay, all the information is out. I'm here for whoever needs me. The collective that is going to be most affected by this truth bomb. They're rather stubborn, and I feel like they're sitting on the fence. They are I feel like they feel as though the rug has been ripped out from under them. Their reality has evaporated. That they're I feel like they're in a state of you know, they're on the edge. If you that's all I'm going to say. They're on the edge. For some people, you'll be able to save them. You'll be able to help them save themselves. But there's just some that the information is going to be so drastic that they're not going to be able to handle it. So I'm not sure if this is, I mean, this could be a family situation where maybe somebody has been having an affair, or maybe an open marriage even. I mean, there's, I'm just seeing the energies and how the energies are being presented. Okay. So there's a reminder that the community, and the High Priestess. Remember I said earlier, the community and the High Priest, or the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess, they are together. And this Queen of Swords, I almost feel like she is the blowhorn. So you must be the Queen of Swords, because you're the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is down here as well. You are, yes, you are the Queen of Swords. You're the one that I feel like you're the one that uncovers something that is explosive. Now that could be a family matter, it could be a community matter, it could be, you know, a work matter, it could be even much bigger than that. But you're being reminded here that you can't force anybody to take any steps. You can't force them to hear or see anything. They've got to see it or hear it or feel it of their own free will. So you're just gonna have to keep working. You're just, or like, keep putting forward the information that needs to be brought forward. I'm also getting, don't be, if someone tries to challenge you, I get the feeling that you're going to be challenged in a very childish way. And I feel like the message that's coming is don't fall for don't fall into the childish type of conflict. Try and get it to be more constructive. Okay, so this one didn't want to go in the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So this deck here is called the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. But a lot of times the image or the little blurb at the bottom here, it can be used not just for love, but for other types of readings as well, other topics. So the competition enemy, clever here. This jumped out at me right away when I started to read it. This is if this falls with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is going to continually be looking for facts and information that is going to rebut or dispute what you or your community have to say. That's what I'm getting there. And Axe, this came out in another reading. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. This is a warning that you are going to have to, sorry, I had to check my dog there. You're going to have to reduce or stop associating with those that have a negative vibration. You're going to have to somehow, now I know they say sever the ties, but once there is a link there, once there is I call them silver threads, and then as the relationship becomes more intense and closer, they become silver cables. Okay, so the silver threads, if that person has ever impacted your life in any way at all, whether it was loaning you a buck so that you could get on the bus, or they gave you some helpful advice, that silver thread can never be severed. But you can put distance between you and that energy. And this is what this card is saying to me. Don't allow the negative energy to creep into the community. Stop it at the door and work with the people that are looking to have their eyes opened. This is where you're going to need, this is going with the Strength card. This is going to be hard because I think a lot of these people that you have this silver thread with, at one time, that silver thread was a little bit thicker, and you still have a little bit of an emotional attachment, so there's a little bit of a weakness there when it comes to the lower vibrations. Okay, what other oracle card can you provide for us, and then we can close this off, Spirit Source God? I like you. So someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. So I just looking the energy and just looking at this card, I feel like it should say I love you. So I don't know if there is, I'm going to assume there's an I love you card in here. But I like you. I think this is more of a everyone is welcome. Everyone is, and I think that goes with this here. Everyone is welcome. Everyone, it doesn't matter how different you are, whether it's religion or your skin color, or whether you're a boy or girl, or whatever makes you unique, it doesn't matter. You're going to be welcoming those people. Like I said, you're the Queen of Swords, and you will be welcoming people that, well, it's in your nature. The group's nature is to welcome every person. Every person. I've just been called to pull another card. Separation again. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. So for me, this is the unsure of future. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be unsure about what is going to happen next. I feel like this goes over those two cards right there. And the advice is to just give people the information, point them in the right direction to find the information themselves, and just be their sounding board or answer their questions as best as you can. And if you don't know the answer, be honest with them that you don't know the answer, and that maybe this is something to be researched together. Again, my name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. Your message today is, as the truth bombs are dropped, I feel like, I know there's only one, I feel like there's more than one truth that's going to come forward. And people start to panic, and don't take on more than you can chew. Help those that you can. The community that you belong to is going to start growing in numbers, and it's going to be there's going to be a few differences between each individual, or there could be little subgroups in there, but those differences at this moment are minor in what's happening here. You're being asked to practice patience. Go ahead and celebrate the small wins, but every win, you have to summon your strength and carry on again to help someone else, help the next person that's asking for assistance. And then you have to almost be available all the time. There may not be anybody coming to you for assistance for weeks, but you still have to be available when they're ready to take that information. There's going to be a level of stubbornness, and there's going to be the group of people that aren't ready for this information. They're going to resist it. They're going to push back. They're going to say that it's there's no way, it's not true, it's totally unbelievable, whatever. They're going to come to the realization as events unfold. Because of this, as events unfold, they're going to be presented with a lot of evidence that, yeah, it is true. So again, stay in your intuitive, helpful, kind, empathetic mode. Know that your battle is far from over, and you're going to be presented with another new endeavor. So that, I don't think it's going to be a battle, but it could be a new idea that will help propel the cause. So it feels to me like this particular reading was for people that are I don't know if we call them truthers, people that are that seek the truth, people that are trying to uncover deception. That's how I feel this message is for them. Also, I feel as though if you've stumbled onto this reading and you are in the group that has no idea what I'm talking about but have managed to stick around, I feel like there's advice here for you, that when someone comes to you with something that really sounds unbelievable, so outrageous that it's unbelievable, there's always some truth to some things, and it doesn't hurt to take a few minutes. You don't go on the regular search engine sites. You would have to go on a search engine site that wasn't censored and look up those topics. Now, I would be careful looking up certain topics, but you can definitely, if let's just say, for instance, the thing put in front of you had something to do with the government or the police, you have a right to go and ask questions. You can ask for information. So if someone comes to you and gives you, tells you something that you think is so outrageous it's so hard to believe, where would they have gotten that information? Has someone already asked for that information from the authority from which they would come, or that information is for? And where is their receipts? What is the receipts for this information? So I feel like this is a merged reading for both the ones seeking to understand and the ones trying to provide the information to understand. That's what I'm getting here. So don't give up hope on either side of this. I'm getting, don't give up. It's going to be one battle after another, and there's going to be resistance. There's going to be I feel like even there could even be trying to be shut down. Anyway, that's your message. I hope everybody is having an awesome day. Why don't you pass that puff and super toke that like button, and leave me a comment leave me a comment below on from where you're watching, or whether or not you understand what I'm talking about here, whether it resonates. And I hope everybody has a perfect day, as perfect as can be expected for the situation that they find themselves. Namaste.